Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby and welcome to one of the two possible winners of the replay competition. You know, the other replay is the Matilda by King Matt. Should definitely go and check that out, as well as this one. So, we are watching Singularityz, who is a Unicum of the US server. And wow, this is a fairly nice matchup for the T-71. He's against quite a few tier 8 tanks, but the T-71 can meet tier 10. So just a few tanks that are one tier higher than him, roughly half the team. And let's see what Singularityz is able to do in this tier 7 American light tank. I'm absolutely loving the T-71. It's currently on special on the European servers, so I will be grinding through this bad boy and getting the T-69 very soon. So Singularityz has taken a forward bush position. He's calling in for shots on this Centurion. And we can see that he's already starting to get some spotting damage from the artillery. The second artillery shell misses. And we can see that Singularityz is holding his fire, waiting for the opportune moment to unload on the Centurion 1. So we can see that Singularityz is currently loaded 24 heat rounds. And the rounds that you see on the left, the APCR, are actually available quite cheaply for credits. These are the cheap rounds on the tank, the APCR, with 175mm of penetration. And these are the heat rounds with 220mm of penetration that cost about 4,000 a shot. So as you can imagine, paying 4,000 credits to do 150 average damage is quite expensive. But Singularityz is obviously funding his tank some way. Now what I like that Singularityz did there is that a different player might have continued unloading on that Centurion. Even me, I might have gone, hey screw it, I'm going to get the kill on this Centurion if I just hit my next 2 shells. And maybe I'll take 1 hit from the Centurion, you know? But he didn't. He disengaged, he changed his angle, and he got the jump on the Centurion and he didn't take a hit. And there we go. There's 1 tier 8 medium tank taken out, of which Singularityz did over 700 damage too. It really shows you how nasty this T-71 is. That if it gets you, you really need to take it out quickly, because its 6-round autoloader with 150 average damage is capable of doing 900 average damage per clip, and the reload on it's not very long. So here we can see Singularityz using the full capabilities of his zoom out mod to gauge what the T-28 and the Tiger P are doing, and he's fairly proficient at driving, even when looking behind his tank. So he's decided that the engagement is not there, and he's obviously seen what's happening on the southern side of the map, and he feels that he needs to go over there to assist. Now the T-71, as you can see, is able to relocate very quickly, which allows you to really dominate the battlefield. Here we can see that Singularityz has spotted the Ferdinand. He's trying to make his way to the tree line so he can unload on him without being seen. Here we go, shooting through these trees. The Ferdinand doesn't have a chance of spotting him. 3 hits. A bounce. 4 pens. 5 pens. He did 733 damage there to that Ferdinand. But fair enough, he just paid 24,000 credits, roughly, unless he buys his rounds when they're half price, and then he only paid 12,000 credits to unload that clip on the Ferdinand. But he's probably funding his tanks with some tier 8 premiums. And he took that Ferdinand out rather brutally. Now he's trying to hunt this T-34, he reloads. He has a quick look to the side to see what that medium tank was up to. And one thing is that Singularityz does not have Sixth Sense in this tank yet. He's probably got a new crew, and I would definitely recommend getting Sixth Sense. So he comes around at the T-34, and now he does what I think one of the worst things in the map. He kind of just goes in a straight line. The T-71 there was more than capable of outmaneuvering that T-34, and he paid with it at a high cost. Look at that, he's down, he's lost 3/4 of his health in that one engagement alone. Fair enough, he did 316 damage taking out the T-34, and then he took out the Tiger II doing a total of 163 to him. So there's another 2 tier 8 tanks taken out. So he's up to 4 of the enemy tier 8s already taken out. Now he's working this Churchill 7. And there goes the last of his heat rounds. Wow, 24 heat rounds used. That's without discount. Over 80,000, 90,000 credits used without discount. But let's see what he's capable of now using the APCR rounds, which are dirt cheap on the T-71. So he spotted the Churchill 7 and the VK3601 down here. And he's basically using these bushes to be able to try and get spots off on the enemy and hopefully not being spotted himself. So he's got a good chance to unload on the VK here, and he decides he wants to take it. Oh, the last one unfortunately misses, leaving the VK on a small amount of health. Singularityz is fairly confident he wasn't spotted there, even though he doesn't have Sixth Sense. And so we can see the quick reload on the T-71. He wants to get the final shot into this VK. Unfortunately, the gun depression is sometimes inadequate on this tank, so he has to relocate a little bit to be able to keep tracing that VK. So we can see there that the river is a very good way of advancing across the map and provide cover from the south. But looks like your luck might have just run out, Mr. VK. And there we go. He pulls back, confirming the kill. And now it's him and a full health Tiger II versus 6 opponents. So Singularityz has already done 2,800 damage this game. Absolutely massive. So the Tiger II has been flanked, and it looks like he's taking an absolute beating. He's just lost 500 of his health. Singularityz has decided to work the ridgeline again with the bushes and the trees, although he takes the trees down. He could have tried to avoid those trees to mask his position a little bit more. He's got a T-28 in the side, but he realizes that's not his priority. And the enemy's artillery, wow, just annihilated that full health Tiger II. And now Singularityz has a 1v6. And there's a 69% T-28 approaching him. It's very nice sniping here. Very nice. He decides to reload. He doesn't want to get spotted, and he thinks that now that he's got ineffective fire that he no longer has the side of the T-28 prototype. With these APCR rounds, with their 175mm of penetration, you really have to think that you've almost got kind of IS level penetration. Here you can see a bit of touch and go stuff. He fires one, hoping for a clutch hit, and he hits the second, and there goes the rest of his health. Oh, there's the first artillery shell. And the second artillery shell. So, Singularityz just secured his Top Gun, and many people will be going, ah, well, I've got Top Gun, you know. That's enough. That's enough for me, you know. But no, we can see by the way that Singularityz is locating in these bushes that he really wants to carry the rest of this game. So we know he's got both of the enemy artillery gunning for him by the sound of the shells landing near him. He remembers that he left that Churchill 7 on very low health, and that he's left the T-28 prototype fairly crippled coming up. Now if he has the XVM map bod, then he will know that the Tiger P was from the west, and he should be able to figure out that then the Tiger P will be approaching from the west. And that's what he seems to be doing. He seems to be almost looking to the west, thinking, where are you, Mr. Tiger P? Where are you? So Singularityz is obviously waiting for the enemies to start capping to ambush them. At this kind of a range, the artillery are fairly lucky if they get a shot off on the T-71, unless they give quite a lot of lead and hit a very nice skill shot. He knows that if he leaves the cap, then the enemy are likely to get him. Oh, there's a fire! Oh, and the enemy had a fire extinguisher still. That could have been very nice. But still, he was able to do another 318 to the T-28 prototype with that one shot, but the T-28 obviously still wants to win this, so he used his fire extinguisher. Here's the opportunity. Uh-oh, he should have aimed that one a little bit better. But he fires the second one in third person. That was very lucky to be able to pen the T-28 there. He's trying to dodge the artillery fire and avoid the Churchill 7. So now Singularityz really shows you that he knows how to finish games. He knows how to finish games. To get to the kind of win ratios that he has, if you're playing solo, you really have to know how to finish games properly. So he's taking a different position. The Churchill might think that he's still using the same bush line to be able to look in. Now Singularityz thinks that he has the jump on him. And he catches the Churchill completely unaware. He has to reverse quickly or he's going to get rammed to death. And oh, that was close. He nearly got reverse rammed by a Churchill Mark 7. Wow, that would have been awful. He only has 2 health left, and the T-71 is not the heaviest of tanks. So that Churchill 7 would have definitely rammed him to death if he had reversed into him there. So he's taken the Top Gun away from that T-43. The enemy T-43 player, who you can see was quite skilled, who got 6 kills. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was an absolute drive-by assassination on that Tiger P. Oh my word. And we can hear the artillery shells landing around him again. Oh my god. Singularityz is having an absolute monster game here at the end. I'm not sure if he knew that the Tiger P would be out there or if that was a bit of a luck, but I would have definitely thought that the Tiger P would have been west. But Singularityz knew that there was only just over 2 minutes left on the game and he had to do something. So he wants to win. He's not here to draw or to lose, he's here to win. So he decided now's my time to attack, and he went after that Tiger P and took him out with style. And now it's his time to hunt the artillery. It's him versus 2 artillery. Both have kills, which suggests they're not AFK, and we heard them both firing at him just a few minutes ago. We spotted the M41 with some great view range, and the M41 seems to know it. But he doesn't know where the T-71 is. He misses his first shell, hits his second, and confirms the kill with the third. And he reloads quickly. He knows he's got just enough time to reload once and make a kill on the Hummel. He must be absolutely shaking right now. He's already secured a Pools medal, and all that's left is this one artillery to stop him from getting 11 kills. And the Kolobanov's medal, and there he is. He fires one off in like sheer excitement. He fires 2 off. The third goes ridiculous, but he puts the 4th and the 5th in. Oh my word, that would have been hilarious. If he'd donked one more shell, then he wouldn't have been able to reload in time to kill the Hummel. Oh my days. I think he was just so excited at the end of the game there. And you guys saw how bad some of the aim is if you don't allow these guns to fully aim. Oh my word. That was absolutely ridiculous. Let's just do a bit of post-game analysis. So here we can see the post-game stats that Singularityz of the US server was able to pick up. We can see that he got over 6,000 experience for his double. So that's a 3k experience game right there in a T-71. That's massive. It's just massive. We can see that Singularityz was able to execute 11 of his opponents, securing the Pools medal and the Kolobanov's medal, two of the most prestigious medals that you can get in the game. Singularityz was the last man standing, as you have to be if you want to win a Kolobanov's medal. He did 4,700 damage, which is a huge amount in the T-71 considering how much ammo this tank has and the alpha damage that it does on its shots. He did 800 spotting damage, mostly at the start of the game, and he detected 4 of his enemies. He only took 4 hits, and that's all that you can really take in a T-71 before you're starting to look like you're going to die. He hit 41 of his 52 shells, and of those 41, 39 penetrated. In that game, Singularityz travelled nearly 7 kilometers. Oh my god, that's absolutely insane. What an absolute monster game for him. I must note, however, that Singularityz spent 103,000 credits on ammunition. And even though he made 88,000 credits, he lost nearly 22,000 credits in that game. So that's a slight downer on this game. I think if he'd maybe only fired like 1 clip of heat, then this would have been like, oh my god, what the hell, absolutely insane carry. And there are a few times where he made slight mistakes, but you know what, I can't fault him. Singularityz had an absolute massive carry. He killed 11 of the enemy tanks. He was all over the battlefield dominating, and at the end it was him versus 6 tanks and he took them out. Absolutely, completely well played. And he only had 2 health. He could have got a 2 health Kolobanov's medal at the end there. Absolutely massive. This replay absolutely blew my mind. The Matilda replay blew my mind. And guys, check the links, as you can see, to go and vote for which winner you want to see on my Facebook page. Singularityz, I know you play on the NA server, but maybe if you have an EU account or anything, then just come and hit me up if you want to play on the live stream, and good luck to you trying to win the grand prize. As always guys, thanks a lot for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.